It's your boy Jimmy. Jimmy.
Now what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil doesn't make up.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning I wanna turn on this Becky quick. While the average man looking at it's sad like she fine as it. I'm over here looking at tails and whips like 5-6. I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want a stock pick. I know that booty got dropped, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-wops crossing. Rich with hot V's and pushing hot strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater, Batman pajamas, house slides, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounces. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottle. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thought, grow with the marijuana. Waking up with the funness, some commas. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and die. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETL, make profits. I jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call a short squeeze. You get the drop, pull the trigger, and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit him up with this resistance. Watch him roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. And I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and stop. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETL. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? Hey, make profits. Hey, Suge, Mike, what we doing? Hey, make profits. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? Make profits. That TTG money gang, making profits. We some snipers.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? How are you all doing on this fine Thursday afternoon? My name is Michael Edward Parnett. I go by Michael Edward. I'm the co-founder and head trader of True Trading Group. And if you did not know, we are a Benzinga FinTech Awards finalist for Best Data Analysis Tool. We are also the fastest growing and highest rated premium online educational platform that combines university level training and investing courses with premium stock market tools, live workshops, individual mentorship, and coaching for stocks, options, crypto. We even have a futures trading program. There's day trading, swing trading, and also long-term investing. There's literally something for everybody at True Trading Group. See, we take that university level of curriculum, we combine it with today's top financial tools. These are tools that give you more information, help you make better decisions, increase your chances of success. Unfortunately, most retail traders don't use them. Why? They're very expensive. You're talking around $5,000 to $6,000 a year if you were to pay for them on your own. We combine these things with tools like Benzinga Pro's real-time newsfeed with congressional trading data, insider trading info, a simulator lets you practice trading with fake money, trading views charts, the trade idea scanner, unusual options activity, options flow, dark pool data, short data, and so much more. I'll get into it a little bit later. People that are joining us from the Stockmaster app, welcome. The question everybody really wants to know is this the greatest rug pull of all time? That's what everybody wants to know. Everybody wants to know, is this rally that we've seen in the market, are we going to go to all-time highs? Is it just blue skies from here? Is it SPY 500? Or is this going to be the most epic, biggest rug pull that anybody has ever seen? That's the questions that I got from people on Twitter, on Facebook, members from True Trading Group over the last 2 days because of the ridiculous rally that we have seen. And that rally was continued and fueled even further by the Fed and Jerome Powell yesterday with their shockingly dovish pivot that you got yesterday? And everybody wants to know. That's the discussion we're having here today. I'm going to give you my exact thoughts, exactly what I think is going to transpire over the next several weeks and over the next couple of months on whether or not I believe that there's a rug pull coming or whether or not we are just going to continue to soar to new all-time highs and see the SPY up above 500. We'll answer all those questions for you guys. Now, as a member of True Trading Group, of course, you're going to get all of our courses. You're going to get all of our trade alerts, right? But you're also going to get all those tools that I had just mentioned to you before I welcomed our friends from the Stockmaster app, because we give you everything that you need to have the very best chance of becoming successful for just one affordable price for the entire year. You also get access to thousands of our members, the most educated, helpful, supportive, successful community of traders that have ever going to see. Not to mention, you get all the real-time trade alerts and the moderators and myself that have been able to maintain a cumulative win rate on all of our executions of just around 80%, and going on roughly the last 4 years. There's 9 professional traders that are with you during the day inside True Trading Group, telling you all of their trades, all of their analysis, all of their moves, and answering questions. They're with you the entire day. And in case you're wondering who I am and why I should listen to anything that we discuss on these live streams, allow me to introduce myself and why you should be listening to the things that we say. Is it because I have a 100% win rate? No, my win rate's around 79, 80%. That is my current win rate. That's not why you should be listening to me, because I'm never wrong. There will be times I'll be wrong. There will be times I make red trades. There will be times that I have red days. Every trader is going to have red days, going to be wrong sometimes. The reason why you should listen is because I did not figure this stuff out by watching YouTube videos or sitting in Discord chats. I figured all this stuff out my very first job right out of college, working in New York City for T3 Alpha Funds, my first job, where they made me go through an educational training program before they let me touch $1 of the fund's money. Then 2008 happened, and that was the Great Recession and the stock market crash, but it was also the same year I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now, like I said, fast forward, I'm the co-founder and head trader of True Trading Group. And along with my team of 9 professional trading mods and an over 30-person staff, we've helped thousands of members from all over the world to reach their goals. We actually have members in 115 different countries. We truly are a global community at True Trading Group. So if you're ready to learn, trade, and profit for real, you guys have come to the right place. We go live here 6 days a week, Sunday through Friday, where we give you market analysis, trade ideas, commentary, analysis, and lessons that can help you guys become better traders and help you guys make money right away. So if you have not yet done so, subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, turn on your notifications. Make sure you guys never miss out on any of these live streams. We're dropping golden nuggets on a regular basis. All right? Dropping golden nuggets on a regular basis. Well, I'll give you the update. If you guys have been following my YouTube channel now for the last, couple of days, couple of weeks, or hell, even the last couple of months, you'll know that inside of True Trading Group, we have recently experienced the most epic run of successful trading that I have ever seen in my over 17-year career. You see, we have between October, November, and December, we have totaled, and this is not, I'm not saying me personally, I'm saying all of the moderators collectively as a group have totaled 60, actually it's 68. Wolf had one today. Actually, it's 68. Wolf had one today. 68 triple-digit gains traded, alerted, and capitalized on by members of True Trading Group. Okay? 68. We had 20 triple-digit gains in the month of October. That was a personal record for us in True Trading Group. That's 20 triple-digit gains alerted by all of the moderators collectively. Then we set out in November to break that record, and we didn't just break it, we shattered it with 28 triple-digit gains alerted in the month of November. Now here we sit in December, it's the 14th, and we have 20 triple-digit gains in the month of December. Now, one of those was actually a position that was entered back in, I believe, October. That was a swing trade. That was Wolves. So it was September, October was a swing trade. So it was entered a while ago, but exited today. So call it 68 with an asterisk. 67 will do a total from, 20 with an asterisk, 19 this month, 20 if you count an entry from prior in the month. That brings us to a total of 68 for the quarter with an asterisk, 67 entered in the quarter. We set out for a goal in the month of December not to break November's record, even though we're sitting here, on pace to break that record. but we're set out with a goal to have 63 triple-digit gains in total in the fourth quarter. And the reason why we said 63 in total was because there's about 63 trading days in the quarter. So if we were able to finish off the fourth quarter with 63 triple-digit gains, then that would equate to one per day, which is just unlike anything that I've ever seen in my entire life. That's not normal. And I've been doing this for over 17 years, and I'll tell you right now, it's not normal. I'm telling you that the moderators in your trading group are firing on all cylinders. The trading that is taking place inside of this community by moderators and also by members. I just got a message from one of our members. I don't like to say people's, like I say their names if they wanted to, I don't even know if you're on the live stream or not, but the person that literally just sent me a message about 15 or 20 minutes ago that sent me a screenshot of their account. They had their best P&L day that they've ever had in their entire lives. And they were just, showing me, they were proud. They want to show me we're celebrating, congratulating them. And, their trading has taken the next step and they've kind of catapulted themselves to the next level. And there's the biggest day ever. It's a big milestone. They're happy about it. So congratulations. If you're on here, you know who you are because you just sent me the message a little while ago. If you are on here and you want to comment, then we can discuss it. If not, I'll obviously keep, maintain your privacy. But it's just, I think that some people don't really necessarily understand when I come on these live streams and I try to express to people the opportunities that are in this market. I've been doing this for a very long time. I've seen every single type of environment. I've seen bull markets, bear markets, volatility, no volatility, sideways, recessions, expansions, crashes, and rallies. I have never seen this type of opportunity. I have never seen these type of stocks. These are large cap stocks that are making these moves. I'm not talking about small caps. I'm not talking, look, here you go. Chris, guys, my best trade ever, 584%. I've never beaten 200%, over 5K. I'm just a Canadian guy living in Costa Rica, trading with poor internet. Chris, I love it. I love it. Sky Junkie says it was a great few weeks in chat, right? So it's like, this is just the result of what I think is the greatest trading environment that we've ever seen. And also what I think is the greatest, group of traders that there's ever been. Guys, I'll tell you, listen, I worked on Wall Street. I traded on a floor. We were working on a fund. I was around some phenomenal traders. I'm telling you now that I would put the group of traders that are in True Trading Group. And I'm not just talking about the moderators. I'm also talking about some of our members that are just absolutely phenomenal traders. I would put us up against any group of traders that are out there, especially considering the action, the activity that I've seen over the last couple of months here in the fourth quarter. It's been a run unlike anything that I've ever seen. And there's a lot of people that are watching this live stream that probably don't believe me, or you think that I'm exaggerating, or you're just like, I'm just full of it. Wow, Travis, that's incredible. Travis is up $200,000 since November 1st. That's absolutely insane. That's absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Congratulations. Congratulations. Yeah, B. John says, best trading family on the planet. So this is what's out there. But I feel like it's hard for you to believe the words that I am saying. And I get it. It's kind of like I used this analogy the other day. For those of you that golf, my golf friends that are out there, I'm a big golf friend. 474%. I have proof. It says Hum Mar. Congratulations. Another huge win for you guys. But a lot of people, most golfers are not lucky enough to actually get a hole in one, right? It's everyone's dream is to get a hole in one. And when the day comes, you pray that you're with all of your golf buddies and you're all together and you're all there. Everyone can witness it and everybody can celebrate and you guys can all have fun. And then you got to buy drinks for everybody after the round is over. But it's like, imagine if you were out golfing by yourself one day. You just went out, you just wanted to play a quick 9 all by yourself. There was nobody with you. The course is empty. And on a par 3, you take out your pitching wedge, you hit it, and you sink a hole in one. And there is nobody there to witness it or see it. That is horrifying, right? Let me see here. Thank you. I had to sign up for Lifetime. Couldn't have done it without you guys. And guys, actually the 200,000 that Travis is up, it is confirmed that he is up $200,000.
I spoke to this man while he was sitting at the blackjack table, or he was at the poker table or some gambling play. He literally had the best month and then went to the casino.
That's awesome.
I don't mean to call him out, but I know who this person is, which is why I did not ask, which is why I did not hop on and question him, because I know who he is.
Okay, yeah, because and just so you guys that are watching, whenever like we have a member that makes a very bold claim, we always back that up and confirm it. So we have members send us proof of claims like that, just because we don't want to put anything out there and make any claims like that we don't know are actually true and are actually confirmed. We don't want to mislead anybody or say anything that's not completely accurate. We're fully transparent in True Trading Group. We're an open book. I was up $130,000 when you did, Adam. I've added another 70K.
Now, in fairness, he is trading with size.
Obviously, this is not someone that's trading.
I just want people to understand that.
Yeah. No, good point. Good point, though. The guys, Travis is not someone that's trading with a $500 account.
And you don't need to trade with Travis's size in order to do well.
Correct.
So that's also, anyways.
Right. So, just being transparent, making sure that we are clear, to make $200,000 in 6 weeks. Obviously, Travis has a larger account to start with. You're not going to turn, $200 into 200,000 in 6 weeks. That's not a realistic thing. 100% gains this week on AMD calls. My boy RoboMutt, correct me if I'm wrong, but you and I just did a one-on-one not too long ago, and it seems like your trading has really turned around and you are really starting to move in the right direction since that one-on-one, if I'm not mistaken. But correct me if I'm wrong, but I've been seeing your trades in chat, and it definitely seems like you've kind of turned the corner a little bit. So congratulations on that, and keep that up, man. And just keep, stay on this path. Everything that we talked about, it's starting to click. It's starting to work. So I would stay on that. I've been able to start 2 businesses this year along with a film project, thanks to True Trading Group. That's our boy Bruce in the film business. Congratulations there, Bruce. I forgot where I was before we got distracted there with Travis's monster gains. But the hole-in-one in golf and the witnesses. That's why. I feel like when I make these claims on these live streams, a lot of people don't really believe me because it just sounds so insane. It sounds so outlandish where you're like, really 67 triple digit gains in October, November, and December. You've already had 19. I made $11,200 this morning on ARM. I was happy. I was as happy as when mortgage rates were 2.5%. Yes. 200K no longer feels like a fantasy. Exactly. Because it's realistic. It's possible. Okay. It's realistic and it's possible. So just like someone that gets a hole-in-one, you need witnesses in order for you to believe it. You need someone to say, yes, I was there. I saw Paul get the hole-in-one. I was there. I can confirm it, right? You need those witnesses. So I don't expect anyone that's not a member of True Trading Group, that's not actually in chat with us or is not receiving our trade notifications on your phone. You don't have to be in chat. You can just use your phone and you'll get real-time push notifications when our mods enter and exit their positions. So that way you can follow along with everything that we're doing. 82% of our members have full-time jobs. That's how so many of them are able to follow along with what we're doing in chat because they get notifications on their phone in real time. But I want to give you all witness. I want to give you all witnesses to what I am saying. Members of True Trading Group are making money. They are capitalizing on these triple-digit moves. They are all becoming better traders. And not because I say it, not because I think it or just believe it. It's because members actually tell us and show us. And I want to tell and show you. So here's your witnesses. Members of True Trading Group, do me a favor. Type the number 1 in chat right now if you're making money and you guys are becoming better traders because of True Trading Group. If you are catching and capitalizing on some of these triple-digit gains. If I am telling the truth that there have been 67 triple-digit gains traded and alerted in the 4th quarter, go ahead and type the number 1 inside of chat right now. And for those of you that are on this live stream, maybe our friends that are joining us in the Stockmaster app, if you just came across the stream on YouTube, pay attention to how many people you see typing the number 1 because every single one of these people are just like you. They found True Trading Group like you did. They stumbled upon a live stream. They learned more in an hour on a live stream with me than they did in a year trying to figure this out on their own in Discord rooms. Now they're here telling you that they're actually making money, that they're actually becoming better traders. They're actually having and finding success. That's why we do this. That's why you're here. You're here not to watch other people make money. You're here not to gamble. You're here to make money. And that is exactly what you can see all these members in True Trading Group are accomplishing. We had a comment here from WW Music Man says, I got that 50K per year job, then 2 promotions within 3 weeks and another 10K salary increase with the support of TTG, and to be able to start adjusting my trading to make it work with the job. That's awesome. Congratulations, man. Congratulations on the promotions. Congratulations on the promotions. But yeah, see, you don't have to be sitting in front of a computer screen all day long, every single day in order to do this stuff. That's the point, right? That's what I'm trying to say, right? So this is what's out there. And there's the witness, because I feel like I get it. Trust me. There's a lot of BS out there. There's a lot of, internet gurus and people that pretend to be these amazing traders that can predict the future or have some special super top secret AI trading program or whatever the hell it is. But a lot of them turn out just to be good marketers, and they don't really actually know their ass and their elbow, and they're horrible educators, and they can't show you how to actually make money. Even if they are good traders and they're making money, that doesn't translate into you making money. So it's important for me to show you what members are actually doing. And there's a lot of skeptics out there, and I'm sure there's people that are still skeptical, and you're not alone on this. A lot of members in your trading group were skeptical at first too. They didn't think that any of this was actually possible, and now their only regret is that they didn't join sooner. Cough, cough, Zach Morris. Yes. Cough, cough, Zach Morris. Yeah. There's a lot of people out there, guys, that lie, and a lot of people that take advantage of other people. There's no pump here. We don't pump a bunch of useless, worthless penny stocks. We trade everything. We don't trade OTCs
anymore.
We don't trade OTCs. Okay, we do small caps, we do mid caps, we do large caps, we do futures, we do options, we do ETFs, we do all of it. Okay, we do all of it. But this is real trading with 9 professional traders with you each and every single day. And like I was saying before about people that were skeptical at first, I want to show you something. I actually want to prove to you. Members of TTG, do me a favor and type the number 2 if you were skeptical at first. And now your only regret is that you didn't join True Trading Group sooner, because you'd be in a much better position if you joined True Trading Group sooner. Just type the number 2 if you were skeptical at first, and your only regret is you didn't join sooner. People that are skeptical, you guys are still on the fence. Just see how many people are going to type the number 2. You're not alone being skeptical. But at some point you have to listen. You have to listen to those that actually have the experience. If one of your peers comes up to you and says, hey, that new restaurant around the corner that I just went to, amazing food, I highly recommend it. You're going to go and you're going to check it out. Listen to the people that are actually in your position, that are actually in your shoes, because the people that you see making these comments, these are your friends, these are your family members, these are your coworkers. And guys, if they can do it, so can you. Gold Miner says, sadly, I watched this YouTube stream for a year before I joined, and then I instantly became a lifetime member within 3 weeks. I was not skeptical, was I, Mike? Father Guido. No, not at all. Not at all. Never skeptical. Just wish I heard about you sooner. Thank you, Sassy. Yeah. And a lot of people join just from word of mouth, and that's something that we've always believed in inside of True Trading Group, is that if we create a product that actually works, that actually helps people become successful, then our members' success is our marketing. Guys, we have over 10,000 members in True Trading Group now in 115 different countries. You don't see advertisements for True Trading Group everywhere that you turn like you do a lot of our other competitors and a lot of other programs. Some of our competitors spend hundreds of thousands, some of them even 7 figures a month on advertising. Okay. We do spend a little tiny bit of money on advertising, but you're not going to see us dump hundreds of thousands of dollars, even tens of thousands of dollars into marketing and advertising spend, because our member success and this YouTube channel does that marketing and does that for us. There's no better marketing than your own member's success. It's something that we believed in from day one. I saw the tremendous value in a lifetime membership and I jumped on it, says Tamar. Exactly. Woo! Way to go, Peter. Peter doubled his small account today just from the ARM trade. Congratulations. If I listen carefully, I almost always make money on Mike's, Uni, and Shy's alerts. I just need to not be greedy. Yes. I love it. I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. So do you guys still run the Ayoooo commercial? I don't even know. Adam, do we?
No, but that commercial worked. Everyone hated it, but everyone talked about it.
I know. That commercial, that ad definitely did work.
Can you do it for us real quick? Can you do it for us real quick?
Ayoooo!
No, you don't even do it justice. It was so much more obnoxious than that.
It was so much more. It was so much more aggressive on that ad, and people hated it.
Everybody talked about it.
But everybody knew it. Everybody remembered it. Everybody talked about it. We actually had one member who had us blocked. He blocked us for like 2 or 3 years just because he hated it so much.
People hated you
because
of that ad.
Yeah, he hated that ad so much. He blocked us because he hated it so much. So, but then I don't know how, but then finally actually became a member, or found the live stream and actually watched the live stream and then actually became a member and is now one of those people that wishes that they had joined sooner. But yeah. So yeah, guys, what we're talking about today is we're talking about whether or not this market rally that we've seen, is it going to lead us to new all-time highs? Is it green? Is it all blue skies ahead? Is it all green from here? Is it SPY to 500 plus, or is this going to end up being the biggest rug pull that people have seen in a very long time, probably from that little fake out in 2008 before you then had the huge flush out? Is it going to be the biggest rug pull that we've seen since like a real market crash like that? Is what everybody wants to know. It's the questions that I'm being asked from everybody here. And that's what we're going to be talking about today on this live stream. Okay. I'm curious to see how many people we have on the stream though right now. You saw me just talk to a lot of our members of True Trading Group. I'm curious to see how many people are on this live stream though that are not members of True Trading Group. If you guys can do me a favor and just type the letters TTG if you are not a member of True Trading Group, just so I know who I'm talking to. I know we have a lot of members that are on here, and we're going to have a very open discussion. I'm going to give you my exact thoughts and my exact analysis on whether or not I think we're going to see all-time highs, or if I think there's going to be a rug pull here coming, and what my thoughts are. So before I get into all that, do me a favor and just type the letters TTG for those of you that are not members, just so I can see who we're talking to here and who's joining me today before we have that discussion. Let's see. We got Cormier, Brett, Adam, CSAT, Ted, Jack. Let me see the people that are not members of True Trading Group here first. Yeah, so just guys, just type TTGs. Let me see who we got here. Alex, don't be shy. Excellent. Here's what I will do. Actually, before we get into the discussion here about whether or not we're going to see this rug pull. We got Sean here as well. What I want you guys to do, okay, the people that are typing TTG, I want to make sure that you are aware about how you can join True Trading Group and then what's actually included when you do join. But we've got something special that I want to offer people here today. We are making changes to our checkout page. We're making some changes to the membership with regards to our holiday sale. So any single person that is on this live stream right now that is interested at all in a membership to True Trading Group, I want you to write down this phone number and send us a text message. 1-888-306-8783. Again, that is 1-888-306-8783. 1-888-306-8783. I want you to text that phone number right now if you are anybody that is interested in a membership in True Trading Group, because we are running our holiday sale. We do have some free laptops for people that do want to join True Trading Group as part of that holiday sale. We have a 51% discount running on our membership. If you guys want to know what's included in the membership, you can pull up, we still have that Is the site actually on, Adam, or no? No, you guys have to send a text. So, okay, so yeah, the page is not live. We're making changes to it. So just send us a text message, anyone that's interested at all. The membership, just so you know, the membership comes with our entire 22-course curriculum, which is a simplified and expanded upon version of the training that I received when I worked at a fund in New York. You're also going to get Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed, congressional trading data, insider trading information, TradingView's premium charting software, a simulator to let you practice with fake money but real-time data, the Trade Ideas scanner, a trading journal, a social sentiment scanner, all of our AI trading tools and assistance, unusual options activity, options flow, dark pool data, short data. All of this is included when you join True Trading Group. So you guys might pay for Trade Ideas or Benzinga or unusual options activity or dark pool data. You guys might pay for that stuff now. You don't have to after you join True Trading Group. We have worked out deals with all of these companies, which is why we were a finalist for the Benzinga FinTech Awards this year for Best Data Analysis Tool. It's because of how we've negotiated these deals with all these companies to put all these products under one roof, which is our platform once you guys do join. So if you're interested at all, you want to learn about the membership, if you have any questions, message us. Simple as that. Just send it to a text message like, hey, I saw the live, I'm interested, 1-888-306-8783. And you will talk directly to Adam. Adam is my business partner and the co-founder of True Trading Group. You're not talking to a customer service rep on the other side of the world. Send us a text message. Anyone that typed TTG before, if you guys are interested at all, text us and we'll give you all the information that you guys need. Okay? New people join. It will take you to a level you didn't know existed in your trading journey. This isn't just a business, it's a family, says Swing Surgeon. You won't regret it. It'll change your life, says B. John. This is legit, says Irv. All right, so go ahead, guys. Just go ahead and send that text message. All right, send a text to 1-888-306-8783. All right. All right, let's get over to the overall markets today. Just, recaps on some of the monster trades from today. The new triple-digit gains today. One of them was ARM. This is a stock that we've been talking a lot about inside of True Trading Group, but I've been talking about it a lot on the live stream. I told you guys 3 weeks ago I thought the stock was going to go into the 70s, and I thought it was going to make a new all-time high. Well, today, here you go, new all-time high. Stock went all the way up to $72. Beautiful breakout move today. This is where where most of our members made a huge chunk of their money today, was this ARM position, because a lot of our members have been in this position and in and out of it, and in and out of it. Some people have just been sitting on it the whole time. Others have gotten in, gotten out, gotten back in, gotten back out. Just depends on your trading style, whether or not you're day trading it or if you're just swinging the position. But either way, no matter what your style or strategy is, this is an absolute monster. And you did get the breakthrough. That all-time high previously was 69. That level broke and cleared out today. This stock's got juice. This stock's got momentum. Your two new support levels now on ARM in case you do get pullbacks or consolidations. But to me, it feels like this stock's got some momentum. And I think you can see this push higher into the mid-70s, maybe even a little bit higher. But your new support levels are 69 and 67.5. All right, so you can draw lines across 69 and 67.50. Those are your new support levels for ARM. And I would watch that to hold on any pullbacks from here. But I do think that at this point, with this nice clean breakout and some nice momentum, I do think that you can see ARM continue to the upside and push higher into the 70s. I do not think that this move is finished. I think that there is a little bit more room for this stock to run going into the end of the year. So congratulations, all of our members that caught that ARM trade. If you guys have been following the YouTube channel for the last couple of weeks, you know this has been a main focus for us and one of our top trade ideas for the month with the new all-time high. And it shows in our members P and L. So congratulations, all of you that capitalized on the ARM trade. That was probably the biggest one from today. And then also Carvana, which was previously a triple-digit gain already. That was yesterday. But then you got follow-through today in the position, which was actually left you with a total on the final take profit of 750% on the call option, which is probably, I think, one of the biggest trades that we've had all year, percentage gain wise. 750%. It's absolutely unbelievable. This stock has just absolutely exploded. It's really because the stocks that are moving right now are the ones that are the most sensitive to interest rates. Interest rates have come plummeting back down after the Fed's meeting yesterday. After the Fed meeting yesterday, you saw the 10-year Treasury, which peaked out at 5% back at the end of October. It dropped all the way back underneath 4%. It's a massive drop in the 10-year Treasury, and that drop in yield eases up financial conditions and borrowing costs for companies that are heavily reliant on debt. And that's why you have seen companies like Carvana, which is a very interest rate sensitive stock, go from $38 to $54 in a matter of 2 days. That's why you got a 750% gain on call options, because the stock itself has made a massive, massive, massive move. That was one of the biggest trades that we've had all year. So congratulations, Uni, and all the members that capitalize on that Carvana trade. And you also take a look at like some of these solar names, right? Like look at Enphase, right? I see Enphase. You look see SEDG up 16% today, was up a ton yesterday as well. Sunrun, another solar name, up 20% today, was up a ton yesterday. These solar stocks are also extremely sensitive to interest rates. So as interest rates come down, it bodes well for these stocks. It's easier for them to then take on new capital, take on new debt, and then service that debt at a cheaper interest rate. That's why these stocks are all moving to the upside, because they're so sensitive to interest rates. Okay, so those are some of the moves from today. But let's get to the overall markets and let's talk more broadly about the title of this live stream, which is new all-time highs, or is this going to be the biggest rug pull ever? Every time that the markets make a very large move, I get flooded with questions from people. When you get a big move to the downside, they start to panic, they start to freak out. They want to know how much further the market's going to go. They want to know, should they sell everything? Is the world ending? And then when the markets rally, I get questions like, what should I do? Should I put my money back into the market? Is it time for me to come in? And that's that behavior is the reason why so many retail investors just absolutely do horribly when it comes to the market, because you're doing the exact opposite of what you're supposed to be doing. When the markets are crashing, you shouldn't be thinking about selling stuff. You should be thinking about what you should be buying. And when the market absolutely explodes, that's not when you're supposed to be saying, okay, what should I start buying? It should be sitting back and reaping the rewards from all the stocks that you bought when the markets were crashing, like we did last year. Last year, some of the stocks that we bought, NVIDIA, Broadcom, you take a look at what some of these stocks have done this year. These are just stocks that we've added in the long-term portfolio at True Trading Group, and all of our members get these notifications when the mods add in their long-term portfolio. I also announce a lot of this stuff on the YouTube channel here. If you've been a member of the YouTube stream or a member of the YouTube channel for the last 2 years, you know that we were buying NVIDIA last year when NVIDIA was around $160. That stock's now $480. We were buyers of Broadcom last year when it was at $520. That stock now is at $1,100. We were buyers of Palo Alto last year when that stock was around $170. That's now $300. We were buyers last year of Salesforce when Salesforce was around like $160. That's now $257. Microsoft, buyers of Microsoft. Microsoft was around $250. That's now $366. Like, these are all of the stocks that we were adding in our portfolios last year that are just blowing the lid off. Blowing the lid off. You're talking about triple digit moves on a lot of these names, if not triple, 40, 50% gains on some of the bigger names. It's just been an unbelievable run. But you're supposed to be buying these stocks when they are down. You're not supposed to look at Palo Alto now after the stock has gone all the way to 320 bucks and like, hey, should I be buying the stock now in my long-term portfolio? You're not supposed to be looking at Broadcom now at $1,100 and say, hey, should I be buying this stock in my long-term portfolio? No, the time to be buying the stock was at any point last year. But people didn't want to do it because they were panicking and they were freaking out and they were scared because a bunch of idiots on YouTube were telling them, forget about a recession. We're going to have a depression. There's going to be this massive event. The U.S. is going to default on their debt. The U.S. dollar is going to lose its status as the global reserve currency. BRICS is going to take over. The Saudis are going to stop accepting payment in U.S. dollar for oil transactions. The banking system was going to fail. Commercial real estate was going to crumble. Unemployment was going to go to 10%. Like, This is the stuff that people were saying last year. And it really pisses me off when I hear this stuff, because you have people that are out there that all they do is just fear monger, and they put out superlatives and all of this like exaggerated information that's not helpful to anyone that is consuming that content. It's not helpful to anyone. It is only helpful to the person that is creating that content, because that person only makes money by their advertising. And the more people they get that can watch their videos, the more money they get paid by YouTube. They don't actually care if that information translates into you making better decisions for you and your family. We don't make money from our YouTube channel through advertisements from YouTube. I don't care about putting out a bunch of nonsense that says, oh, depression coming, World War III, the end is near. We don't do that kind of stuff. I don't come on here and tell you all of these things that are going to just capture your attention. I give you information based on my experience, my analysis, my education, and what I'm doing with my own money. I mean, you can take that information and do with it whatever you want, but I'm going to tell you what I think you need to hear to give you the very best chance of making money. This is the things that I'm doing with my own money. I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm giving you my opinions, my analysis, and my own actions. You can take it for whatever you want to do with it. But you have people that come on and they just want to get as many clicks and as many views as they possibly can. And the easiest way to do that is to scare the ever-living crap out of you, because the videos and the articles and the things that get the most clicks are the ones that make you think you are going to lose everything you have. And they will scare the crap out of you and try to convince you that everything is going to end. And if you don't pull your money out of the market immediately, or if you don't buy their book immediately, you are going to see your net worth go to zero. It is complete BS. Complete BS. And I hate it. And let this moment be a reminder that the world is not ever going to end. And if it does actually end, then your money is useless anyway. If an asteroid wipes out Earth, your money is useless. If we go into a nuclear war and there's a nuclear apocalypse, your money is useless anyway. If there's a zombie apocalypse and we're all living in the woods and feeding and eating canned food and trying to escape the zombies, and the whole entire economy and the whole country and all governments have collapsed within itself, and we're literally living the Walking Dead TV show, your money is useless anyway. You don't ever bet or prepare for the end of the world like that financially, because the end of the world only happens one time, and if it does, your money is useless anyway. Every time that you see people coming out of the woodwork saying, oh, depression, the world is ending, that is your signal that you should be buying as many things as you can get your damn hands on. Look at where this market is now. The world is ending. The world is ending. That was right there. That was when, if you recall, and you've all seen the videos, you've all read the articles, you know what I'm talking about. How many of you heard in September and October of last year, how many of you heard that Credit Suisse was going to be a Lehman Brothers moment? How many of you heard that? Just type in chat. Type in chat if you heard somebody say that Credit Suisse was going to be a Lehman Brothers moment. How many of you heard that or saw that back in September and October? Seriously. How many of you heard somebody say that? And you want to know the best part about it? The people that actually were saying that, most of them weren't even in the markets in 2008. They don't even know what happened to Lehman Brothers. They don't know what happened to Bear Stearns. They don't know what happened to Washington Mutual. They don't know what happened to all of these companies. They don't even know how the TARP program worked or what the TARP program was. That was the package that Congress put together to save the banking system. Credit Suisse was nothing like a Lehman Brothers moment. It wasn't even close. And I was trying to explain to people because it was all that was being talked about on social media. I'm like, guys, I was on Wall Street during 2008. I'm telling you, this is not a Lehman Brothers moment. It's not even comparable to a Lehman Brothers moment. It's not the same thing. You should be buying in your long-term portfolio, not selling. We added a bunch in our long-term portfolio when the SPY was 360. The low was 350. Damn, we missed it by 10 points. 360 was when we were adding chunks in our long-term portfolio. So for people to sit there and want to say, oh, the world is ending. Okay. I'll tell you what. You want to know my most general, basic, as easy as it gets rule of thumb when it comes to long-term investing? I'll tell you. You add to the long-term portfolio every single year. I don't care what the markets do. Every month, I put money into the long-term portfolio, just like you would like a 401k plan comes out of your check. I don't care if the markets are up, down, left, right, sideways, upside down. I don't care. Money goes in every single month. But then you have situations where the stock market actually goes down. And when the stock market goes down, you want to take advantage of those lower prices and you want to be adding more money to those positions. General rule of thumb is, I don't care what the reason is. If the market goes down between 10 and 15%, you buy something. You have to get some money into the markets when you go down 10 to 15%. You want to know why? Because a 10% decline is a correction, and 10% declines happen very, very frequently in the overall market. Almost on a yearly basis, you get moments of a 10% decline. You had it this year. You take a look at the market's decline from the July high to the October low. My friends, this is what a correction looks like. That's a correction. But then that correction is very quickly followed up with a 16% rally. Okay. But those corrections happen actually quite frequently throughout typical market years and market cycles. But you know what doesn't happen very often is an actual bear market. Bear markets only come around once every 3 to 5 years. So when you get an actual 20% decline or more, that's your sweet spot. Your sweet spot is that 20% decline plus. So my rule of thumb in my investing career has always been, if the market's down 10 to 15%, I don't care the reason, I'm buying some stuff. Then if the market goes down more than 20%, I buy a lot more stuff, because when those bear markets come, they don't come often. And when they do, you get really good discount prices. Now, what follows is whether or not there's actually a recession. If you have a recession, then the market typically drops 35 to 45% if there's an actual recession. Those do not happen often. You had the dot-com bubble in the early 2000s. Then you had the 08-09 recession. 2020 does not count. That wasn't a real recession. So these don't happen very often. We have to welcome Connor. Connor, welcome to the family. This is our newest member of the group, guys. Welcome, Connor. Again, anybody that is here that is interested at all in anything that I'm saying, or you're interested at all in a membership of True Trading Group, I want you to just send us a text message to 1-888-306-8783. That's 1-888-306-8783. Just send us a text message. We'll help you guys out in any way we can. We'll answer any questions. We're fully transparent. We are an open book, and we do have some free laptops. If you guys would love a free laptop for the holidays, or you can sell it and put the money back in your account, use it for work, give it to your kid for school. I don't care. It's a free laptop. Windows 11, it's Microsoft 365. It's totally free. We cover shipping. We ship anywhere in the world. We have members all over the world. As long as you live on Earth, we'll get you guys that free laptop. So all you guys need to do is just send a text message to that phone number if you guys have any interest at all in a membership, and we'll give you all the info you need, and we'll get you guys part of the Teach You family. And this way you can start capitalizing on any one of the 67 triple-digit gains that we have had in the fourth quarter so far this year. Back to what I was saying before. So 10 to 15%, I always buy something, because that actually happens quite frequently. When you go down more than 20%, I buy more than I bought when we were down 10 to 15%. And then by that point, I have the chunk of the cash, I have it in the markets. Because what happens even less frequently than a bear market is an actual recession. And if a recession comes, you will take another leg down. And that other leg down is usually where you will end up in that 35 to 40% decline. Severe recessions, you see 50% declines. That was 08-09. That was the dot-com bubble. those are severe recessions. You don't have to have severe recession. You can have a mild recession. People just in today's age have never really seen a mild recession because the last couple of recessions we've had have been so severe. Not every recession in history is that severe. Okay, you don't have to have a 50% decline when there's a recession. You can have a 35% decline and there be a recession, and that's as far as we go. So those are my general rule of thumbs when it comes to my investments in my own long-term portfolio. We're down 10 to 15%, I'm buying something. We're down more than 20, we're officially in a bear market, 20 to 25%, perfect. Buy bigger chunks. And then if you go down further and you're in a recession, now what ends up happening is you can take your time and add money to the market as you generate income, because typically a recession does not just instantly stick its foot in the ground and recover like you saw in 2020. 2020 was a complete V bottom, but that wasn't a real recession. It also wasn't a real recovery. That was a recovery that was just done by the Federal Reserve with the amount of liquidity that they inject into the market because of a very unique scenario, because the whole economy was shut down. It wasn't that the economy slowed. It was that the economy closed and was shut off. So that was very, very different. But this is not the way that recessions usually recover. So if you actually have a recession, you could expect those lower prices to be there for several months, maybe even a year. And you can, as you are generating income, you can little by little start adding money, because you might say, oh man, I put everything I had, in when we were down 25%. Now we're down 40. I have nothing left. Don't worry. Just as you can, little by little, more money goes into the market. As I generate income, more money goes into the market until the market eventually recovers out of the recession. And then you're left with amazing prices and amazing positions for the next bull market rally that you're going to experience. This is literally how I do it, play by play, breaking it down to the most simplistic of form, removing all emotions from it and just use the numbers and use the math. 10 to 15%, buy something. 20 to 25, buy a big chunk. 35, you're in 30 to 45, 35 to 40, you're in a recession. Okay, you take whatever rest of cash you have, you put it in, and as you generate income, you add more. And eventually when the markets pull themselves out of that recession, you then have beautiful positions, and now you just enjoy the ride. And that's what I have done for my entire life. I will continue to do for my entire life. Instead of you sitting there saying the markets are down 25%, oh no, what if they go down 80%? The market's not going down 80%. Anybody that tells you that is a complete fool. They're a complete moron. They know nothing. They have no experience, or they very vindictively know that they're lying to you. They just want your attention so they can get more views. That's not us. We built True Trading Group around the fact that we said, if our members are successful, then our company will be successful. This is a business. There is over 30 employees at True Trading Group, and business is a booming. And it's because our members are having so much success. It's because our members are making money. And if you missed it before, I'll ask it again. I'll show it to you again, because like the hole-in-one in golf, you need a witness to see it or else it never happened. Members of True Trading Group, do me a favor one more time. Type the number 1 in chat. If you are making money, you're becoming better traders because of True Trading Group. If we have helped you make money actively trading or in your long-term portfolio, type the number 1, sound off in chat right now. I want to hear it. Anyone that is here that is not a member of True Trading Group, attempt, and I say attempt because I know you're not going to be able to keep up, to count how many number 1s you're going to see come through this side of the screen. These are your peers. There's no difference between these people and yourself. If they can do it, so can you. They've got full-time jobs. They had small accounts. They had no experience. They've lost money in the market before. They were scammed by some other group, and now they're telling you they're actually making money. It is real. It's possible. It is for you. You can do it if you make the right decisions. But in order to make the right decisions, you need access to the right information. You got to be part of the right group and community that generally gives a damn whether or not you succeed or fail. If you're looking for that, fantastic. Text us right now, 1-888-306-8783. Bully Bear made 21% in his entire portfolio just yesterday. Let me tell you exactly what I think is going to transpire here over the next couple of months. Is this the biggest rug pull that we've ever seen? My answer, no. And I'm going to tell you exactly what I think is going to transpire next year. Now, every year inside of True Trading Group, I issue my stock market outlook for the following year. This is something only members of True Trading Group get. I do not share this full report with people here on YouTube. But what I do for members is at the end of the year, I tell people, this is what I think the market's going to do next year. These are the sectors that I think are going to do well. These are the stocks within those sectors that I like best. This is where I'm putting my own money. I do it every year for members of True Trading Group. I will be doing that again this year. You'll get it either the last week of December or the first week of January. That's usually when I publish it, when I gather all my thoughts. I get as much information as I can. I see where the markets close the year, and then I issue that report to all of our members. So I'm giving you a little bit of kind of an insight into what my thoughts are. I'm going to tell you what I think about the first quarter. I don't think this is going to be this massive rug pull, but I do think people are going to get caught buying the top of this move. This move has been one of the most vicious moves that I have ever seen. It's one of the most powerful moves that I have ever seen. There has been no pullback in this rally at all whatsoever. It is not normal for the markets to go up 16% without experiencing any type of a pullback. That's not normal. It's not typical. Eventually, a pullback is going to come. By every single metric and indicator that you can look at, the market is overbought right now. Not in a little bit. It's overbought right now. By every single metric and equation you can think of, we are in overbought territory. Does that mean that the market cannot go higher? No. This market can go higher on the back of seasonal strength and FOMO of a performance chase. We've been talking about this performance chase for the last couple of weeks here on this live stream. Performance chase happens when institutions are offsides. They're not positioned properly for what's actually happening in the market. 2023 was one of the most defensive positionings that we've ever seen in the institutional community. What does that mean? When institutions and hedge funds are defensively positioned, it means they are either sitting in a much larger portion of cash than they normally would be in when they're fully invested. They have cash on the sidelines because they're expecting a drop and they want to buy at cheaper prices. Or they have more hedges on than they normally would. What are hedges? Either they have short positions on, or they've got different derivative products, or they've got options that are protecting themselves against long positions. They are hedging against a possible decline in the market. This 2023 was one of the biggest years of an offsides defensive positioning that we've seen in recent time. Everybody was expecting this recession to show up this year, including myself. I'm not sitting here telling you that I knew the market was going to rally this year. I did not. I thought there was going to be a mild recession this year. Okay. So
Sorry, real quick. There we go. GETR is a pump and dump. This person, Thed Barnes, is a complete moron trying to come on our live stream and pump a stock. You buy this stock, in my humble opinion, you will lose an incredible amount of money. This person is a schmuck. All right. Not the result he was hoping for coming on the stream and trying to pump garbage, but whatever.
Thank you for that heads up.
Welcome. Thank you.
Always keeping people in check and making sure that, guys, yeah, you're not going to come on our live stream and try to pump some penny stock promotion and try to get any single one of our YouTube viewers to buy your complete piece of garbage. Our members are smarter than that. Our traders are smarter than that. You're better off going into some Discord rooms where people don't know any better, or just continue to hang on Reddit. Don't bring that shit here to my house, because my house is clean, my house is nice, and I don't enjoy people just dragging mud through my house. And you're not going to come in here and drag a bunch of mud thinking that you're going to come on here. Oh, let me pretend this innocent little comment that's going to get a bunch of these traders to go pull it up and look at it. And maybe they'll start to buy it, and that'll continue to pump the penny stock promotion and help out the people being paid to promote that stock, so that the people that are paying them can sell all of their shares onto all these innocent traders and they can lose all of their money. Wrong. A for effort, F for morality. I'll see you guys later. All right. So back to what I was saying. I think that what we're going to see is, what was I saying before we got interrupted? Oh, the performance chase. Hedge funds being defensive, right? So what ends up happening is, when the recession didn't come, all right? And you had the bond market bottomed. When the bond market bottomed, that means yields peaked, okay? So when yields peaked, that was right here. This was actually the bottom of the bond market, and it was actually the peak in yields. It was the end of October. It was actually October 28th, 27th. October 27th was the bottom of the bond market and was the top in yields. That bottomed the stock market. And when that happened, you had Bill Ackman, very famous and successful hedge fund manager who had a massive short position on the bond market, announced publicly that he was covering his bond position. He covered his bond short. That started a short covering rally. Shorts came off the bond in the bond market, and therefore coming off in the equity market, as there's a direct correlation, and you got a short covering rally in the week that followed. This was a short covering rally. That is exactly what this was. This was a short covering rally. Then you had your CPI data. Your CPI data was right there, and it was better than what was expected, and that caused a huge gap up in the market. After the short covering, this is where all those hedges came off. Now, after this big gap up on CPI, you have a bunch of hedge funds in the institutional community that are offsides, that are not long enough. They just covered out of their hedges. They got too much cash on the sideline. They have to step in and start buying. And that's why you have seen no pullback whatsoever in this move, because every time there is the slightest dip in price, it is met with ferocious buying because there are too many hedge funds that have too much cash on the sidelines, and they cannot for the life of them go into the end of the year with the Dow Jones at all-time highs, the SPY up 20%, the NASDAQ up 40%, and tell their investors with a straight face, I missed it. That is how you get a performance chase going into the end of the year, and that is exactly what has transpired in November and December. That momentum can stick going into the end of the year. But what my thoughts are next year is after the rollover into the new year, my concerns are we are way overbought. I think you're going to see everybody get pulled off the sidelines into the market at the peak. And then all of a sudden, the trapdoor opens up, and then you get the pullback. And everybody that chased the move into the all-time highs, boom, you get that pullback as all your smart money, which are the people that have been long the markets well before this move, they begin to take profits going into 2024, where although the Fed has been giving you this bullish sign of a pivot, going into 2024, where there are still a lot of questions and a lot of uncertainties about the commercial real estate market, about the economy as a whole, and about earnings going into 2024. So what I think you're going to see is this little strength going into the end of the year. It is sustainable. Going into next year, maybe January, that momentum fades, and then you get a pullback in the markets in the first quarter of next year. I think you get a pullback maybe the second half of January into March. I think you see a pullback in this market as people take profits off on their positions. You have to realize the markets are up big this year. People do not want to sell those positions because they don't want to incur the tax bill for 2023. If they sell those positions in 2024, they can roll that tax liability out into the following year and pay that tax bill way further down the road. If you sell that position now, you got to pay that tax come April. People don't want to do that. Why would you sell in January and then pay that tax the following April? That's what I think you're going to see. So I think you're going to see a lot of profit taking step in on an overbought market in January as there's uncertainties about what 2024 is going to look like. That causes a pullback in Q1. But now what I'm telling you is the chances of the Fed pulling off a soft landing continues to increase. The pullback that you get in the market, I think, needs to be bought. If there is any fear of a recession at all next year, I think you have to buy that pullback. I think it will be your last opportunity to buy that pullback before I believe the next golden age of technological advancement and economic growth happens and is fueled by AI. AI, in my opinion, is the most transformative advancement in technology since the internet. And when the internet was created, it just gave a jolt into the economy of new potential, new growth, new efficiencies, and new productivity. AI is going to do the exact same thing. AI is going to improve productivity and improve efficiency and provide new avenues of revenue growth for a lot of companies and cost reductions for a lot of companies in the future. I think that the next wave of growth is going to be fueled not even necessarily by new opportunities or a growing economy, but rather from just simply becoming a more efficient economy and a more productive economy. And that is what I think is going to give this market its next move to the upside over, let's say, the next decade. But I do not think you're going to have much more time than maybe another pullback or two. You got to take advantage of that opportunity. I'm already heavily invested in this market from last year. I added a little bit in the 380s. I added a lot in the 360s. I still have a portion of cash that I put into treasuries. I was getting 5.5% on some short-term 3-month, 6-month T-bills while I was waiting for the markets to give me a deeper pullback. That deeper pullback never came. So that cash never actually found necessarily a home in equities like the rest of that money did. It's not as big of a position as obviously it was last year. I got a lot of that money in, but I still have a portion of capital that's sitting there. That capital will find a home next year. And then at that point, I am fully invested. And if we end up having a recession next year, so be it. Great. I don't care. I will take more of that income and I will just be, like I said to you before, I will be buying and buying and buying and buying and buying until we recover out of that recession. And then you're looking at another, nice bull market run for the next, 5 to 7 years or whatever it is, fueled by, I believe, a growth and productivity and efficiency within AI. So is this going to be a rug pull? Define rug pull. I think you're going to have a lot of people trapped up here chasing the highs. You're going to see a nice pullback in Q1 because of it. And then you're going to have buying opportunities on your hands. Those are my thoughts. That is what I think is going to happen. I do not think you're going to have this massive rug pull that's going to see us do this. Like a lot of people on Twitter are trying to convince you that the market's going to do this. And I want to debunk something real quick because there's been a chart and an image that's been circulating online that I want to address. And it is that when the Fed pivots, the markets crash. And I want to address this. When you look throughout history and you look at every time that the Fed pivoted off of a rate hike cycle and they started cutting, the markets have actually gone down, and they've gone down significantly following those rate cuts. But there is a reason for that. When the Fed pivots and the Fed cuts rates, the reason why they are pivoting matters. It's like somebody crying. Somebody crying. That could be a good thing. It could be a bad thing. It could be tears of joy. It could be tears of sorrow. The reason why they are crying matters. The reason why the Fed is cutting matters. If you have a situation where the Fed is raising rates and then they start to cut rates because they have to, because they're causing a recession, that is not a buy signal. Cutting rates because they have to is actually a sell signal. And 80% of the time throughout history, when the Fed has embarked on an interest rate hike cycle, 80% of the time, they've caused a recession. So 80% of the time, when they have pivoted and they've cut rates, it has not been because they can. It's been because they've had to. And the stock market then went down because we were in a recession and the economy slowed and earnings were terrible. Unemployment went up. Consumers stopped spending. So stock prices went down, even though the Fed cut rates. But if the Fed cuts rates because they can, that's a totally and entirely different story. If you roll into next year, and inflation is 2.5%, and unemployment is 3.9%, and GDP is 2.1%, and the Fed says, we've done it, we've beat inflation, 25 basis point rate cut. That is very, very different. Cutting rates because they can, because they did it, they've won, they've pulled off a soft landing, that is a good thing. That's a buy signal. Cutting rates because they have to, because they've pushed rates too far and they push the economy into a recession, that's a bad thing. That's not a buy signal. Then the stock market would actually go down. So the context of this image that's circulating around Twitter matters. The reason why the markets went down and the reason why the Fed cut matters. So I just want you to be completely educated and informed about that topic specifically, because just like I have people asking me about, hey, rug pull, new all-time highs, I have a lot of people that are sending me this stuff that people are talking about on Twitter. And what these people are talking about, they're not wrong, but there's more context to it. Like if you just said, hey, look, that person's crying, you're not wrong, but why are they crying? Are they crying because they just found out that they're going to have a baby? Or are they crying because their grandparent just passed away? Why are they crying? The reason for them crying matters. So you need to understand these kind of bigger macro things, because again, you're going to get people that are going to try to convince you that the world is ending. So next year, the reason why the Fed is going to cut matters greatly. Remember this, make it simple. Cut because you can, good. Cut because you have to, bad. Easiest way I can simplify it for you for going into next year. Okay? Does anybody have any questions about what I just said? Anybody have any? Okay, we have a question from Tim. Mike, with the lag of rate effects, even if they think they can cut, isn't it still a risk the economy continues to decline in coming months? Okay, Tim, great question. But the timing of this is going to really show, right? So the Fed, I don't think the Fed's going to cut in March. I think that's way too soon. I think if the Fed cuts in March, it's because they have to. If the Fed cuts in May, I think it's because they can. And if you get into the middle of next year and you still have not seen any crack in the economy is just doing its thing, 1.5 to 2% GDP, right? Below average growth, but still positive growth. The unemployment rate maybe went from 3.7 to 4.0, right? And it's May. And that's what the economy still looks like. Then Tim, at that point, you got to really at that point start to say soft landing. Because now you're going to be talking about 2 years past this rate hike cycle. And typically you see the lag effect of rate hikes. 12 to 18 months is when the lag effect of rate hikes really start to show themselves. So if the economy is starting to stutter and there really is a risk to the economy, you're going to see it, but I think you'll see it in the first half of the year. So that's what I'm saying. Like you might get this recession scare in the first half of the year as the economy slows. And then whether or not you actually do tip into a recession, we'll have to make that determination with all the data that we're getting at that time. But I think if you get into the middle of the year next year, and the economy is still in good shape, I think at that point you can say we've turned the corner now. Like the debate is over. Like at some point you're going to have to say, is it a soft landing or not? Right? Like at what point do you say this is a soft landing? Right? So at some point you're going to have to make that decision is going to have to be made. And I believe that by the middle of next year, you're well past that 12 to 18 month window that usually takes for the lag effect to be seen on interest rate hikes. So at that point, I would say, okay, you can rally. But if the Fed cuts rates too early, then yes, I would say there's still that potential because you would still be kind of in that lag effect territory. So the timing of that cut obviously will be relevant and it will matter. But that's a great question. I hope that helps answer your question. Matt Carn says the 3-month and 10-year inversion is 8 for 8 at predicting recessions. Why would this time be different? Seems like it would just be longer because of all the liquidity they injected. Matt, excellent question. And you're not wrong. 8 out of 8 times that you've had that 3-month and 10-year inversion, there has been a recession. 8 out of 8 times. You are correct in that. I'll also give you this. You want to know what else is 8 for 8? I think it's 8 for 8. Or is it 12 for 12 or 8 for 8? Whatever. It's every time. Whatever it is, either 8 times or 12 times. Every time that you have had these 3 things happen in a calendar year. Interest rate hike cycle, inverted yield curve, oil price shock. When you've had all three of those things happen within a calendar year, which is what you had happen last year, every time in history, there's been a recession. Why would this time be any different? Why would this time be any different? And my reason that I would say is that because for the first time in history, we can actually say, but this time it's different because you had a scenario and you had events that have never happened before in history. You've never had the economy shut off around the entire globe and have every single central bank inject trillions of dollars of liquidity into the system to stabilize the world while the economy was shut off. That's never happened before, ever. So nobody really knows the playbook for that scenario. You have obviously a lot of analysts were trying to do their calculations, and they were using a lot of these old historical examples in the past to try to dictate and forecast what was going to happen this time. And 90% of them were wrong. Literally like 80 to 90% of all Wall Street analysts in 2022 predicted that there would be a recession in 2023. We now know that there was no recession in 2023. So we know that every single one of those economists, including the Federal Reserve, the economists at the Federal Reserve also said in their minutes that they believe that the most probable scenario was a recession in 2023. And they're the greatest economic minds that you have in the entire country. And even they were wrong because nobody ever saw this scenario play itself out before. It was truly a first time ever. So nobody really knew how long was that liquidity going to last? How long is that going to keep the consumer afloat? Nobody knew that answer. But then you add this AI component to the mix. And maybe the AI component, guys, maybe AI plugged the hole that we had in that ship. Maybe the AI and the advancements in AI and the improvements in productivity and efficiency and new growth and revenue drivers that this brought to companies, maybe that also added to that liquidity that was injected by the Fed to help save and stabilize the economy. That's possible too. And that's something else that is new. So when you say, Matt, 8 out of 8 times, the 3 and 10 month is 8 for 8 for a recession, you're not wrong. Totally hear you. You're right on that. But you also never had in history any of these things happen. And that's why it could be different this time. Listen, I'm not sitting here saying to you that I believe 100% we're having a soft landing. I'm not making that claim right here on this YouTube stream. What I'm explaining to you is just the entire big picture, giving you all of the information, giving you all of the analysis, how it all ties together, and again, give you my opinions on these things to help you guys formulate actual informed decisions so that you could make your own moves and actually make decisions for you and your family with the right information rather than some idiot telling you that Credit Suisse is a Lehman Brothers moment. Nick says, how will the Magnificent Seven stocks play out next year after their extremely strong 2023? I actually don't think the Magnificent Seven are going to lead the market next year. I actually do not think they're going to lead the market next year. Now, I still love them. I still own all of them. I will buy more of them if the markets pull back. Glenny. Oh, Glenny, that was a good one. That was a really good one. Michael Burry successfully predicted 28 of the last 4 recessions. And that's hilarious. Mike, isn't there still money floating around due to all the printing? If not, what happened to all the extra money? Thanks. No, yeah, there still is. There still is money sitting around. There still is money sitting around. It's lasted a lot longer than people had anticipated. So the market continues to go straight up until around March? No, I think you're going to see a pullback probably like maybe the second half of January into February is when I think you'll start to see that pullback. I think you're going to see profit taking step in. I think that profit taking starts in January. and then probably accelerates into February. Pfizer raised their dividend. Nice. Yeah, Matt, exactly. Matt's like, it's almost like there's too much liquidity to fail. Possibly, right? Possibly. I'll tell you, this has been one of the most unique situations I've ever seen in my entire life. It's one of the most unique situations I've ever seen in my life. And it's been one of the tougher economic calls that, listen, anybody that said, hey, there was going to be a recession this year, they're not stupid. Okay. Like when you have some of these people on CNBC that were calling for a recession and were super bearish on the markets, they're not dumb. Like Michael Berry's not dumb. Mike Wilson from Morgan Stanley is not dumb. The guy from Veritas, he's not dumb. Steve Weiss is not dumb. Like all the people that were bearish on the markets. It's that they're just using previous and past experiences to say, well, the last time these things happened, we had a recession. Well, nobody really knew what was going to happen with the the stimulus and liquidity injections and how long that was going to last. So, but that's it. Guys, this is, for those of you that are not members, I mean, listen, my members are True Trading. You guys, we're going to talk about this a lot more in the next couple of weeks as I plan out my outlook for 2024. But for those of you that are not members of True Trading Group, like this conversation that we're having right now, this is the type of analysis that you guys get as a member of True Trading Group. And you don't just get this from me, you get this from 9 professional traders each and every single day that are with you from pre-market all the way through into the close. We share our screen with you. We're live on the mic talking to you. We're sending out real-time push notifications on our mobile app whenever our moderators enter and exit their positions. So you can follow along with everything we're doing, even if you're not in front of your computer. I believe so strongly in the membership and the platform really that we've created at True Trading Group. And I see the success that members have where, 78% of our members stay with us. Okay. We have a retention rate of 78% with our members. Those are people that join our annual membership and then they stay with us. They either renew their annual membership when it comes due, or they decided to become lifetime members of our community. 78% of our members stick with us. Hold on, guys. Okay, what am I doing with that? Sorry guys, I was checking something out. But yeah, so I lost my train of thought. I'm not sure where it just was, but yeah. So for those of you that are not members of True Trading Group, what I'm telling you here now is that we believe so strongly in the platform that we have created. And because of those statistics, because of those numbers that I just shared with you, we also offer you a double your money back guarantee when you join True Trading Group. So when you guys join, I believe that so strongly in our ability to help you guys become successful that when you join, as long as you go through our courses, pass our quizzes, and attend the study group, if you do those things and you are unable to make enough winning trades to equal what you end up paying for our membership, you can't do that at least once during the year. We actually give you back double the money that you pay to join our community. It's our double your money back guarantee. I don't think you need it considering our refund rate at TTG is actually less than 2.5%. Because if it was like 12 or 15%, we wouldn't be able to offer you double your money back, but it's less than 2.5%, so we can. So what I'm going to tell you is anyone that's on this live stream that is not a member of True Trading Group, my advice to you, do yourself a favor and at least get some information. Send a text message to 1-888-306-8783. Again, that is 1-888-306-8783. You got a brand new free laptop when you join, and you've got a double your money back guarantee. You're not talking to some customer service rep. You're going to talk to one of the owners of the company, 1-888-306-8783, if you guys are interested at all in joining TTG. All right. So that's it, folks. Wow. 7 with AJ says, Mike, looking forward to your annual report. I just checked my long-term, opened last year. So this guy opened a long-term portfolio last year when I sent out my outlook report for 2023. And he has a 99% gain. Oh, you tagged me on Twitter? Oh, hold on. I got to check it out. Hold on. Or maybe I can just send it to Adam. Oh, yeah. Yeah, here it is. Let me just I'm going to do this. Yeah, I just sent it to Adam. That's incredible. That is absolutely incredible. There it is. So there it is. He tagged us on Twitter. So Adam just pulled it up on the screen, and there it is, up 99% in his long-term portfolio. That is so sick. That is so sick. 99% gain. Congratulations, man. Congratulations. It's absolutely amazing. Congrats. All right. So, folks, that's it. You asked, is this going to be a giant rug pull or is it new all-time highs? I gave you my thoughts. I gave you my analysis. I'll be with members, obviously, throughout the.
What's up, buddy?
What's up?
No, we're super long-winded tonight, huh? Guys, check it out. I just opened up the main chat room. If you're a member of True Trading Group, I'm going to do a bunch of giveaways in the main chat room. The main chat room is now open. Head on into the main chat room. I'm going to do a bunch of giveaways. All right? I'm going to do a bunch of giveaways. Robert Creamy says, I think he means I doubt you ever have to give anyone a refund. Great trading advice every day. No, we give refunds.
No, he's saying I can't believe that you do because your advice is so great.
I understand. I'm saying that we do.
Right. And again, we're not giving advice. I'm giving you guys, the moderators and we tell you exactly what we're doing. So we alert you to all of our trades and executions and give you our analysis, our opinions, and our thoughts. And our members take that information and they follow us on the trades and our moves if they want. But the goal, really, a lot of our members, they make their own trades now. They make their own decisions because they're educated now. They know what to do. They know what to look for. They know how to analyze this information. They know how to make the right decisions. And it shows. And it shows in their performances. It shows in their portfolios. It shows in their trading accounts. It shows in their overall knowledge and understanding of the markets. And a lot of people have drastically improved their lives and their financial situations because of the TTG platform. And I welcome anyone to send us a text message with any interest at all. 1-888-306-8783. We'll give you a double your money back guarantee to give you peace of mind, guys, but I really don't think you're going to need it. So I highly suggest you just get your phone out, send a text message now. Talk to Adam. He's right there. You'll talk to him directly, answer any questions you have, and give you all the information that you need. Members of TTG, head on into the main chat. Adam's in the giving mood, doing a bunch of giveaways with our current member base. So if you guys are members, head into main chat now. And I'll see you guys all tomorrow morning, and we'll finish the week out strong. All right. So that's it, folks. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys really enjoyed the discussion. Hope you enjoyed the live. We had, really great conversations. We talked about some good stuff. So again, members head into main chat. For the rest of you, send a text 1-888-306-8783. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. I'm going to go have some dinner. I'll see you guys all later. Have a wonderful